Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, so I wanted to review this app for you. It's called Doc Spaces. Now, I barely downloaded it. I downloaded it from, let me show you the application, Bodega. Now, I found out about this application from a fellow YouTuber. Basically, it's like an app store for the Mac. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I've used it for a little bit now, and there's some pretty cool programs you can go through. I just usually look at the top free downloads. Top paid, I'll look at it every now and then just to see what kind of stuff they have. And then there it is. It's Doc Spaces. So I'll put a link to the video where I got this from and his channel. And then I will put a link to Docs, or actually, you can just download that program, and I'll probably put a link to Doc Spaces. We'll see. Okay, so what basically Doc Spaces is. Now, you know how you have spaces, right? So you go from one space to the other, to the other, to the other, and so forth. So you can have different stuff. So say if I want to do my email on this space, open up my email on this space, let for it to load, and then I have this. So I can just quickly switch between different applications, So that's what that's good for. This is something similar. You can set it to certain spaces. Well, here, we'll go through who it's made by first. Okay, so Doc Spaces right here. Nei Wong. Let's see, it came out in 2008, apparently. It's version 2.4. And this is basically what the whole setup looks like. So you can set your hotkeys. So my hotkeys are the Alt Option button and the number. Actually, I mean not the control button and the number. So you can see at the bottom, I'm switching through. Oh, that was my phone. I don't know if you heard it. I'm switching through my different docs. And as you can see, it displays the name right in the middle. And this one I haven't renamed yet. This is the one I like the most so far. It's just a simple doc. It's a standard Leopard doc, and the layout anyway. And then I added some more stuff. So I have my applications folder down here. I have my Microsoft and my iWork, and then my documents and my downloads. So those are basically all the things I use every day. All right. So now let's go ahead and look at the uses of this. So you go to Docs. It just shows you this little message, drag and drop, just like a normal doc. Okay, so here we have a bunch of different ones. If I want to rename it, so say I want to rename this to Stock Doc. Okay, and that's what I'm currently using. You can rename them like so. You can change them like so. So load selected doc. And this is my internet doc. So this is all my internet stuff and stuff I use every day. So we got LimeWire, Calendar, Mail, Firefox, and Safari. Basically stuff I use when I am, just surfing the web. This is my stock doc. So this is basically the doc I'm probably going to be using. You can also set it up for spaces. So I have 4 docs right now, and it's enabled. So we're going to go to Setup, and it'll say this tool will automatically set the spaces configuration for each doc. Simply, you need to select a number of columns and rows for your spaces and hit Setup. Running this utility each time you add a new doc is essential, so you have to do it every time. So click OK. So I have 2x2 setup spaces. Once it's set up, let's see if it works. All right, so we're going to go spaces. It's enabled. I don't know exactly. Let's see. Okay. So I would think when you switch, let's see. I'm not sure exactly how that works, the spaces one. It said it works with spaces, so not too sure. We'll just have to see about that. All right, so that's just a simple tutorial on what it's about. I like it because say if you do different stuff during the day. Say one part of the day you're editing video and you only need these certain things while you're doing that for an hour, 2 hours, for YouTube. you can set a dock to that time, and basically you just switch to it whenever you start doing that. So basically you don't need a cluttered dock with all these other things that you don't use all the time. Say one part of the day you're going to school and you only need Word, the internet, and iTunes. You can set a dock for that, just with those 3 icons. It's very simple. I'll show you how right here. So we're just going to right click on it, on this space right here, add new dock. So it's dock 5. Say we want to call this I already have a school dock, work dock, our YouTube dock. We'll name it that. Okay, so here we have a YouTube dock. Here has all the standard things. And say I don't use GarageBand, Time Machine, I don't use iTunes or the calendar. Say I use those, but then I want to add some more things. So I'm going to go here into my applications folder, and I'm going to look. So what would I use for YouTube? Maybe I might use Aperture. You never know. So we're just going to drag that down into there. Say I use CyberDuck. Never know. Basically anything you use, you just drag it into the dock and it saves it for that dock. So every time you leave that dock, it stays there. Alright, say I use all those. Alright, so there's my YouTube dock. So now, say I'm doing YouTube and I'm done with it, and I want to go back to my stock dock. I just load my stock dock, and bada bing, bada boom. There we go. So now you have your other dock. But say now it's tomorrow, and I get to use YouTube again. Bam, everything I put on there is still there. So that's basically, it's a good function of that one. Just because you can change your dock throughout the day, especially if you say go from work to home to school, different things, and you take your computer with you, a laptop. Or say if you're at home and this hour, I know Philly D, he edits video certain times of the day, and he does certain things certain times of the day with YouTube. So maybe he could use this to set up his own dock for, he needs the internet, he needs his programs that he uses, different things, and that's all he needs. It's a good little utility. I'm going to be using it for a while. I barely downloaded it and started using it, and I like it. So we'll just see how it goes. All right, guys. So if you need any help with anything, message me, comment, rate, subscribe. Giveaway at 50 subscribers. Thanks, guys.